Today I wanted to go ahead and do some movie reviews on the horror packs, Blu-ray pack for December. I started with John Carpenter's The Ward. The acting was pretty good in this movie. A woman is locked up in an asylum and some strange things are going on in the asylum, and she's meeting some interesting characters along the way, and she's trying to basically figure out how she got there and how to get out. It's very much a psychological thriller, though, I feel like I've seen some similar movies to this. The ending twist is something that I kind of expected, but overall a pretty good movie, and I recommend watching it at least once. I believe it's on Netflix if you want to check that out. One of the most exciting movies that I had in the pack was A Christmas Horror Story, and this is our anthology movie. Basically, we follow a few different storylines, and William Shatner kind of narrates us through, and I thought it was a very creative way to put out a Christmas horror movie, and it's just automatically a Christmas classic for me, and I'm going to be watching this now for pretty much from now on during Christmas time. It's just a really good way to get into the holidays with a horror movie. We have Krampus is going to be in here making some appearances. We have some interesting things going on with Santa Claus. We've got some pretty creepy fae kinds of figures in here. We've got some interesting tales about going out to get a Christmas tree, and some tales about going shopping at the mall. So like I said, and a Christmas time massacre that happened in the town that this whole thing is happening at, and the mystery behind that. So it's just really cool, all the different sort of Christmassy themes that were thrown in here for the different stories. So we have 4 different stories in this movie, and it's really interesting the way they all sort of connect as well. So keep an eye out for that if you haven't watched the movie. Right now it is on Netflix, but I do recommend purchasing it for your horror collection, because like I said, it's going to be an instant classic for you, and it's just so good to watch. It's such a great movie to watch. And yeah, so there's that movie. Here is our horror pack exclusive for the Blu-ray pack for December. This movie was called Cell Count. Pretty interesting effects that they had in this movie. It did, at the beginning, it did drag on a little for me. But the idea that people volunteer to go into, different sort of studies out of desperation or just whatever to get a cure for a disease and then be sort of taken advantage of, it's just really interesting to me, because I feel like that could happen in real life. So basically this movie is about a couple going in to treat a disease, and in a sort of alternative sort of testing sort of way, and they get theirself a surprise with a new sort of cure, and they, along with a few other people, have to go through this cure. And like I said, the special effects were very interesting. What happens to the people when they go through this cure or other disease, whatever it is really interesting as well. And this one I got was signed. So cool. Really cool addition in my my collection of horror movies. I watched it pretty much through. The ending is where it really gets interesting, and my boyfriend had a really hard time watching it. I mean, like I said before, sometimes he watches the movies with me, and sometimes he has a hard time watching it. He's more of like the average movie watcher when it comes to horror movies. I felt like there were some really good ideas in this movie, but there it is. That's Cell Count. You can see the cover of the movie is really interesting as well. It's kind of throwbacky in a way. Really cool. So that's Cell Count. And then I actually haven't gotten to watch this, chromeskull Later 2. So I was waiting to watch this I was waiting to watch this until I saw the first movie, but I don't know, do I need to watch it? Has anyone watched this movie without watching, or with watching both of them? And is it like necessary to watch both movies? I still have to order it, but when I do, I'm planning on doing a review on both of the movies. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, I felt like December's month for the horror pack, Blu-ray pack, was also pretty wide variety. We have our, more popular horror movies. We also got our Christmas movie. We've got our more of a B movie, our independent movie, as well as this movie, which I haven't gotten to watch, so I can't really give an opinion on it, but it looks really interesting. Like I said before, if you haven't checked out Horror Pack, you really need to. It's just a really great way to grow your horror movie collection and be surprised with the different varieties of movies that come in your mailbox each month. If you haven't checked them out, I'm going to go ahead and link their information in the description down below. If you click my link, I'll get $3 off, and you'll get $3 off for your first purchase. Also, they have an Instagram and a Facebook where they put out hints each month, and you can kind of guess along with everybody else about what you think the movies will be. And they have two options. They have the DVD pack and the Blu-ray pack. And like you guys are seeing, I'm getting the Blu-ray pack because I have such a big DVD horror movie collection. So I just decided to go ahead and go for the Blu-rays to kind of grow my Blu-ray collection. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out Horror Pack while you're at it. I'll see you guys later.